on Instagram right now. So I'm actually thinking of Wednesday nights is wide open for Clubhouse and Tuesday. So I'm thinking we can do a Latinos in Clinical Research day and then a besides the one Latino in Clinical Research day, I'm thinking of doing like a biz dev day on Clubhouse. So that way Guru Nation, that way the sun never sets on Guru Nation for the Clubhouse, because then we'll have Monday with Marjorie keeping it real. We'll have Tuesday, maybe LICR. We'll have Wednesday, maybe my biz dev one. We'll have Thursday with Rod Raphael. And then we'll have Friday as our mixer. So how's it going, everybody? Let me know what VJ. I would love to have you on, but I can't because I have this as my mic, and then I have this for YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn. But if you want, VJ, I can send you a link. Actually, that wouldn't work either. But just hit me up in the DMs, okay? Hit me up in the DMs, direct message. So, what's new? Let's put the banner on here. Clinical research is booming. I can attest to that. And the amount of work, people still underestimate the amount of work. What a fitting, my light turned off here. What a fitting topic for a Friday night. What a fitting topic for a Friday night to talk about work. You know, when other people are unwinding, relaxing. Look, there's nothing wrong with unwinding or relaxing. But I think we do a lot of that. I think the average person does way too much unwinding and relaxing. And if you're ambitious and you want more in clinical research, you've got to be relentless in the space. Christy Naro with the Clubhouse. We're going to do like a Clubhouse, like the sun does not set on Guru Nation Clubhouse. Hello, Ebony Woods. So, hard work, guys and gals. Hard work is very underrated. And that is your differentiating factor. Let's see, we get the blue. What light looks better? Blue, red. Red looks nice. Matches the shirt. Let's go red. Red is nice. So, hard work. I want to know your thoughts on hard work. It's Saturday morning here in Australia. Shout out to you, Sean, for tuning in and watching. It's all about improving your opportunities, improving your outcomes, taking advantage of the outcomes. The hard work never stops, Dr. Levy. We were talking about zodiac signs on Clubhouse, and you were not available, so I answered for you. I said, Levy's a site owner. She's all the zodiac signs in one. All the zodiac signs mixed in one. Hard work never stops. Yeah, that's right. It's wine 30. I like that. For me, it's Pedialyte 30. Pedialyte 20. I went to downtown Disney earlier today with my nephew, my brother, his wife, my wife, and our nephew, and didn't have enough water. But look, guys, the Calvin who I interviewed, it takes 10 times the amount of work you think it takes to get your foot in the door in clinical research without any experience. It's possible, yes. Will most do it? No. Will some do it? Of course. Everybody's first job in clinical research was when they were research naive. Everybody, 100%. It also takes 10 times the amount of work you think it's going to take to be a successful site owner. 10 times more. And you better be an actual entrepreneur. You better, like, I see a lot of former CRAs wanting to become site owners, and a lot of them do make good site owners. But a lot of them think that just because they know how to monitor, that they're going to have a successful site. No. You've got to have selling skills. That's probably the biggest trait, skill set that you need to develop is sell. How to influence, how to persuade. The amount of work you do as a site owner also is 10x what you think it's going to take. If you think you need to email 10 study leads to get a study, multiply that by 10. It's 100. It's more like 100. So yeah, Androids welcome. Gazelle, how's it going? Nice to see you. I like the new car. The new ride looks really nice on Instagram. Let me get a sip of this. So you guys put in your questions, comments, thoughts on the Instagram. Make sure if you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, that you give it some hearts, give it some shares, give it some comments. And let me know. I want to know what you guys think about work, the amount of work. Because look, nope, everybody wants to be comfortable. At the end of the clubhouse, we started talking about, can you ever change your traits? And the answer is yes. If you really want to improve your outcomes, either as an employee or an entrepreneur, you better be leveling up your traits every chance you get. So, for those that don't know, I was an introvert in high school. I mean, like, stereotypical introvert. And it wasn't until I became a site owner, like I think I was 23, 24, where I started coming out of that. Really, in my last 2 years of college, I started coming out of that. But I still defaulted towards introvert. And then when I had the site and I needed to start doing marketing and I needed to get serious about my brand and all that stuff, I started forcing myself to do these YouTubes. You think it was comfortable for me? And we didn't have live back then. I would have freaked out. But it was not easy to start the videos. So, but this is a trait that I changed. Why? Because my ambition and my passion outweighed my fears and my desire for comfort. Maybe we can do a quote. Hard work and smart work balance, work-life balance. I agree with work-life balance, but when you're starting out, it needs to be less about the balance. There is no balance. When you're starting out and you want new, and you want different, and you want more, you got to leave the balance part behind. It's just pure hard work. And yes, smart work too. Of course, who would not want smart work? But the hard work is the part that people tend to leave out, tend to underestimate. And this is your competitive advantage because you may not have more experience than someone else, but you can outwork them. And just like Calvin did in our interview. Question from Tim Ballin. How would you go about requesting a change of CRA when they are being difficult and unreasonable? I've done this before. It could backfire. I've done this before as a site, and I complained to the project manager and the medical monitor, and apparently a lot of sites complain about the same CRA. But she's a very good and experienced CRA, so she's always gonna have a job. But she has zero empathy. This CRA is like might have some issues as far as like I don't know, some kind of borderline personality type. I mean, I'm not even joking. And so we complained to the project manager and the medical monitor, and they switched us, but they gave us someone even worse. And I think they did it on purpose. And sometimes you can complain, and they won't listen to your requests. If you are a site that is enrolling a lot of patients, and the sponsor or the lead CRA feels like the relationship between the CRA and the site is that bad, and you're a high enrolling site, so you have a lot of leverage, they're more inclined to do it. But if you're just average enrolling site or low enrolling site, you're not likely to get your requests listened to. So, but that's an excellent question, Tim Ballin, 45, and I've been through that twice. One time, actually three times. One time I requested a new CRA because we weren't getting paid fast enough because she wasn't pushing verify. She wasn't verifying the data. She was just reviewing it, but they have to push a button on every EDC page, and she for some reason wasn't pushing that button. And it took like 6 months, 9 months for us to start getting paid, and we requested a new yeah, work-life balance. When you want new stuff and you want to like increase your opportunities, you need to go more work in that balance. When you achieved your desired outcomes, which if you're like me, you'll never achieve it. But once you reach a new plateau, it's okay to coast for a little bit, in my opinion. That's when you can get the life balance. But then as soon as you want to start achieving again, the that work life balance kind of becomes nonsense. Any tips for getting into clinical data? Yeah, Tiffany. So I just interviewed on our other channel, well, actually on the YouTube channel too, someone from Kintara Therapeutics, and he started out as a clinical data manager and became a consultant to biotechs. His name's Greg Johnson. So just go on the YouTube channel and go check out just like a few videos ago, Kintara Therapeutics interview, and you'll see Greg Johnson. Like, don't you shouldn't take the advice from me because I've never done this as far as clinical data, getting a job in clinical data. Take it from people who have, and that's part of the reason why I interview guests is because I haven't been through many things in clinical research. So when I'm lacking experience or knowledge, I bring on a guest who has. Luisa says, "Hi Dan, I would have never imagined that you're an introvert." I know. Yeah, most people are surprised when I say that, but in high school, that's what I was. In high school and the first 2 years of college, I was introvert. And now, definitely not. Although, in a non-business setting, I still default towards the introvert. So the point is, you can change who you are over time. Rod Raphael, welcome to the Instagram. Throw some hearts up there, man. You missed a very good clubhouse. We all talked about our zodiac signs, our traits, and then we discussed whether we can change those traits. And the answer is yes. Save you guys all some time. The answer is I'm a Cancer. I like long walks on the beach, and yes, you can change your traits. That's Clubhouse in a nutshell today. Uh, so yeah, keep the questions coming. Anything else? Let me know on a Friday. How, from your experiences, I want to see your comments right now on Instagram, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on YouTube. From your experiences, when you want to achieve an outcome in clinical research, just let's look back from any example. Anytime you wanted to achieve something in research and you did, was it more work than you thought? About the same amount of work that you thought? Or less than you thought? Because when I was first started out in research, it was always way more work than I thought. Now, I have my expectations adjusted properly. It's about the amount I expect, or it's actually still a little more work than I even expect now, depending on what I'm trying to achieve. So I'd be curious to hear your guys' thoughts on that in the comments. In the meantime, let me know what you're doing. And right now, there's no excuse not to be on Clubhouse for everybody. It's Android and iPhone now. Hard work is number one quality. I agree, Hassania. How's it going? We missed you in the Clubhouse tonight. So see, Gazelle says more work. I agree, guys. So this is your competitive advantage because if it was easy, then everybody would do it, and then there would be no need for it. There'd be no value in whatever it is you're trying to achieve. Therefore, it'd not be worthwhile to do it. But because it takes a lot of work, there is value, tremendous value in it because it's scarce. The outcome is scarce, right? And nobody else wants to do it, or they're not watching this channel. They're not throwing up hearts. They're not throwing up comments. They're not throwing up likes, shares, subscribes. They're not doing any of that, so they don't know about this, but you guys do. And so you're not afraid of that. Get out of the comfort zone. Dan, I would like to know what expertise needed to become a clinical project manager. For that, you absolutely need clinical research experience. Absolutely. It would help if you were it would help in that case if you had a master's degree for a project manager, and it would help if you had some kind of CRA experience or study coordinator experience. Preferably CRA experience. Productivity is the goal, says 2 Minute School. 2 Minute School is the comments are just on another level with 2 minute school. For me, it's always more work than I thought, but we do achieve what we want. Exactly. More work. See, this is Guru Nation knows. Guru Nation knows what's up. Guru Nation knows what's up. More work, but all mental and not so much physical. It's problem solving. Yeah, yep, mental. But mental becomes physical. Mental becomes draining. Uh, Balance in the plateau, then tip the balance toward hard work. Yeah. However, if you achieve happiness and you're okay with where you're at, there's nothing wrong with taking it easy. I'm only talking about the people, and most of the people who watch and like and subscribe and comment on this channel or on my Instagram, they want more. They want to achieve more. The ones who don't, the ones who are comfortable, they've achieved the work-life balance. Of course, if my ambitions were not as high, I would just be coasting. Like you probably wouldn't see me on any videos, live streams. I'd really have to think about that because I actually enjoy doing it, so maybe I would. But I would definitely be coasting if I were not as ambitious. So being ambitious is a gift and a curse. And so be careful what you wish for because you're gonna have to work for it. Uh, how much experience do I need as a CRC before applying for a CRA position as an RN? You don't need any as an RN. There's RNs that get hired right off the bat with like from our CRA Academy. Even before they start the internship, they get hired right off the bat. Marjorie, you missed the clubhouse. I see what you did there, Marjorie. But we definitely gave the Monday night keeping it real with Marjorie Clubhouse. Clubhouse is now open to Android and iPhone. So Tiffany, as a CRC, if you have 1 year of experience, it's great to start applying since you're an RN to be a CRA. Um, if you have more than that, it's a lot. So you don't really need as an RN more experience. You need to apply, you need to talk, you need to network, you need to get out of your comfort zone when it comes to networking and when it comes to asking people for help. That's where we like kind of stay in our comfort zone is when it comes to asking others to help us or maybe finding a way to help someone else and then reciprocity kicks in. Hey Dan, I became a grandma again this week. I'm keeping it real. Oh, congratulations, Marjorie. Congrats. See, that's work-life balance, okay? When you have kids, when you have grandkids, take some time off. But after that, if you're ambitious, get back into it and 10x it. That's work-life balance. Um, Bianca, great story and Phoenix news with COVID and all. I mean, that was a really good one. I'll remember that clip for a while. Bianca says so much more work, but so rewarding in the end. It's just like anything else, guys. You ever not feel like working out, but then when it's over, you're glad you did? Yeah, because now you can reap the benefits of like you feel good about yourself. Beautiful baby boy. That's awesome, Marjorie. Congratulations. It looks like CRO PM has different responsibilities than sponsors PM. Yeah, because the company is different. CRO manages studies, sponsors design studies, and pay for everything. So those are the key differences. You have to know the levels. So sponsor, CRO, sites, vendors. That's the four main stakeholders. Of course, the patients, but patients don't hire you for a job. So uh, those are the four stakeholders when it comes to careers, and you got to know where you fit in everything. Dan Machine, yeah. How's it going, Alex? Nice to see you. Luisa says, can we talk about non-traveling positions in sponsor CRO? Yeah, there are a few. Remote site monitor. PPD's hiring a bunch. PPD, who now is owned by Thermo Fisher. Remote site monitor. There's a lot of comparable position like in-house CRA, project management assistant. A lot of positions are becoming remote and non-traveling. Um, Also, let's not forget a lot of CROs own sites, especially in the early phase studies, like phase one, even phase two and three. A lot of the CROs own sites, so they hire CRCs, they hire liaisons between the site and the CRO. So like, let's not forget the Covance and all the big CROs own sites as well. So those are non-traveling positions also, but those are not remote positions. You usually have to show up at the site for that. Yes, they do different responsibilities. CRO PMs are busier. Yeah. As a general rule of thumb, if you work for a CRO, talk about work-life balance. If you work for a CRO, you're gonna be getting worked a lot than if you work for a sponsor, for the most part. I think the sponsor positions are more desirable from my experiences, but I know many people are happy at the CROs and they've gotten a lot better. In fairness to them, they've gotten a lot better at retention, I think out of necessity, and I think at work-life balance. Um, but like all the ambitious CRAs, the ones who want to keep achieving and climbing the ladder, either they go PM route or they go lead CRA route or they go consultant route, like or they go freelance and go on their own. So that's where the work life balance that's where you don't mind the work life balance or the lack thereof of a work life balance because you're working for yourself, right? Instead of working for someone else, you're working for yourself. What else you guys got on your mind? Let's go a few more minutes. A few more minutes, then I gotta walk my dog Sonic. He wants to go on a walk. So yeah, I just wanted to do a quick Friday night. I didn't do any YouTube video today, so this is it. Sonic, how's it going? Sonic's over here. Wants some Pedialyte. Yeah, Sonic wants to go on a walk. So, guys, I'm going to leave you guys alone. Happy Friday. Remember what I said. It takes 10 times the amount of effort you think it's going to take to achieve anything. If you have ambitions and desires, then you need to be prepared to start working more. If you don't, then that's fine. Then you can coast, worry about work-life balance. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. Have a good weekend. Catch you Monday. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.